going to be C versus Goojilla, aka Cal. Oh, C. Oh, C. You got another Protoss. Oh dear. Look at this. In the overall, wait, does that mean he's only played Protoss this season? Look, he's 1-5 in the season, and he's 1-5 against Protoss. I think that means he's like only played PvP, and he just like keeps getting Zealot rushed. I feel so bad for C. Man, I went to the match where it was teammate versus CJ like a couple of weeks ago, and he got like proxy gated by Movie on Jade. Man, I was so angry. I was like standing there. I don't even know why. I was like furious. I just wanted to like go up and punch Movie for proxy gating C. I was like super pissed about that game. But anyway, there is Goojilla, Cal. It's a little bit weird with that haircut, but oh wells. Oh, I forgot to play an ad after last game. Oh, let me quickly play one. Actually, yeah, screw it. I'll do it after this game. Anyways. Oh, was that the Christmas Eve match as well? Or was that a different match? No, that was the Christmas Eve match as well. Oh man. Must have been a terrible Christmas for C. Do you guys see this little arrow thing? How do I get rid of this? Go away. It looks like it won't go away. Oh well. Alright, here we go. TVP on Sniper Ridge. Hopefully, C can at least use the map imbalance to help him win a game against the Protoss. Now the question, I'm sure, that is on everybody's mind is C going to 1-Rax expand again and get proxy gated? Because that's why the proxy gate's so good against him, because he just like keeps 1-Rax expanding. On Jade as well. He kept playing Jade, and Jade is a reverse ramp, so he would like build a depot and barracks on the high ground at his natural and just get completely owned by Zealots. It's not a good idea. Anyway. There is a random sign. There is Goojilla. Whoa, what was that? Do you guys see that? Some kind of subliminal messaging going on here by the OSL producer guys, OGM producer guys, OGM producer guys. So nothing fancy going on just yet. Thankfully, not a proxy gate by Cal. Although I don't think that would be as effective on this map. This is a normal ramped map. It's not like Jade, so I guess it's not quite as good. Anyway, Deepa just going down in C's base, and I don't know. I wonder if C might just pull out some kind of crazy cheese, because it's kind of like, you know how Bisu cannon rushed Wookiee just now, because he just like keeps losing PvP. So he's like, screw it, I'll just cannon rush. Maybe C we'll pull out some crazy, I don't know, like Vulture Draw build or something. Do something out of the ordinary. Because normally he's a very, very standard player. Like a lot of people say he's just too predictable, which I don't think is very fair. Like a lot of people were saying, oh, you know, he keeps losing to Protoss because he's too predictable. No, he keeps losing to Protoss because they proxy gate him and are just like really not very nice. But oh, looks like he is doing his little SimCity at the front, though. He's not going to wall in. He's going to do the depot next to the barracks. Now, that does allow you to micro Marines against Zealots more effectively, of course. The Zealots cannot pass between the two buildings, but Marines can. Having said that, that hasn't really stopped him from losing to Zealots in the past. Like, I don't even know why he still does it. He might as well just do a full wall-in. Because clearly the little fancy SimCity thing does not help him against Zealots. And look at this, Cal actually did make a Zealot. Now, okay, looks like he's just going to block his ramp with that, going to deny the scout. He's actually scouted with his worker even later than C did, but he is going in the correct direction, so we look at the scout off first. And, well, guys, C is not predictable, but he did one Rax expand again. And he did the same Barracks Depot SimCity. Oh C, oh C, when will you ever learn? So, anyways. Are there no mods in my chat? Hold on. Are there actually no mods? By the way, C, having seen the Probe Scout from Cal, actually did change direction. I'm a little bit surprised, because the Probe Scout was quite late. So for him to actually just change there was interesting. Anyway, there's the bunker at the front, and... Alright, is there anybody else I can mod right now? Is there anybody for me to mod? No, not really. Alright, whatever. Whatevs, whatevs. Looks like a probe guy gonna get chased away by the Marines. I actually don't know if he got close enough to see the bunker. Did they actually show that? I was kind of looking at the stream chat. I hope I didn't miss anything important. Anyway, there's the factory, and there's the command center floating out to the natural. Okay, so at least in C's defense, he didn't just like make the command center at the natural. He at least made it in his main and then floated it out. So he's like playing a little bit more safely than usual, but he's still doing the same build, so it's kind of like, eh. C, come on, man, just like try something crazy. Seriously, if he just proxy barracks, if he just BBS'd, it would be like the last thing you'd expect. It would be like, it's like how, you know, Bisu proxy or cannon rushing Wookiee is like the last thing you'd expect. C needs to do something like that. Just completely blow people's minds. Anyway, looks like Cal just did go for a one Rax expand, or sorry, a one gate expand. And looks like we do have 3 Dragoons attacking the bunker. 3 SCVs repairing that will be just fine. You do need just 1 SCV per Dragoon to repair it at the same rate that it's being damaged. Or I think yeah, it's like about the same. Oh, but it looks like, whoa, what was that? Cal running in, sniping some SCVs, taking a lot more damage than he needed to there. He kind of got a little bit confused at the end. So I actually don't know how many SCVs he killed there. I think he killed 2, maybe? Maybe 3? I don't know. Took a lot of damage on those goons, but, you know, they will at least recharge their shields. It looks like we do have an engineering base spotting any incoming dropships there at the side of the base. And there are 3 gateways and a robo for Cal. Meanwhile, C's already taken his second gas, actually. That feels perhaps a little bit fast. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. But, yeah, you don't... In TVP, you often don't take the second gas that quickly. Looks like random scouting SCV is just going to get denied here. 3 Dragoons camping that ridge outside of C's natural. I wonder if he's going to get a like a starport, a relatively quick starport or armory or something to use that gas on. Anyways, looks like we have the observatory done. Probably going to build a citadel there? Citadel? Maybe? Gotta build something. He's got 2 probes idling out on the map. What is he doing? Cal? Cal? Yep, there's a citadel. And I don't know what that guy's doing. Maybe gonna build a pylon there in the middle. Looks like 1 probe. Just gonna sit at C's 3rd. Although I'm wondering, if you look at the push path though, well, no, never mind. I was gonna say C might want to take the 6, but no, that'd just be dumb, I think. I don't know, because, I mean, in TVP, basically, you usually want to expand along your push path. So if he pushes towards Cal right now, taking the 6... Well, no. I mean, the only way taking the 6 would be good is if he could, like, secure that ridge outside of Cal's base. But, like, by that time, he basically won the game anyway. So, it doesn't really make a difference. So, yeah, he'll just take the 9. And he's going for a bit of an attack here, but there's an observer over the army, and Cal sees everything. He's just going to wait on this high ground ridge, and oh man, I don't think that was a good idea by C. Cal doing a nice job focusing down the siege tanks. Oh, a nice mine though, getting a lot of the Dragoons, a couple of Vultures as well. It looks like Cal going to try and chase down these siege tanks, and is it going to be enough? It looks like C can retreat with one siege tank. Cal has 2 Dragoons remaining in that fight. C does not look pleased about that result at all. I'm a little bit surprised that he just went out like that. C usually plays quite safely, but he just like attacked with 6 siege tanks and a few Marines. Anyway, looks like there is a probe now at the 3 o'clock, but a couple of Vultures going to come in here and take it down. But the Nexus does get down before the probe is killed, though. So that is nice for Cal. So he's going to run up here with some Dragoons and the Observer and clear that. He's going to be careful though, the Observer. Oh no, the Observer is there, okay. So he's going to clear that out. And what do we have? A 3rd command center for C. So it looks like he's just going to float that over to the 9 o'clock base and secure that. It seems to be fairly easy to secure. For the Terran at least, he can just kind of siege up on that ridge outside his natural, and then just build a couple of depots and wall in the 3rd base, and it is quite easy to defend. In the meantime, though, it looks like Cal has gone for fast arbiters here. Already has his arbiter tribunal on the way and 3 gateways, and his 3rd just now going up. A nice pylon wall, barely in time to stop these Vultures. So that is quite nice for him. So I'm going to send 1 Dragoon up to deal with those guys. Otherwise, 74 supply against 68, still pretty close. It's fine for the Protoss, or the Protoss should be just a touch ahead at this point. But we do have the 3rd command center now floating out to the 3rd base, so that's going to be, that's going to start mining at about the same time as the Protoss is 3rd, and C is now adding on his factories. So I think C is still in a pretty decent position despite that failed attack just now. Looks like some Dragoons going to escort the probes as they transfer to the 3rd. That's very, very smart. Doesn't want to get them intercepted by some random Vultures. And oh, look at this! Cal actually being cute and building a manor pylon at the 9 o'clock. We might have seen that. I remember there was a probe there before, but I don't remember the pylon being there. Anyway, that's just going to delay that by a couple of seconds. Not the biggest deal there, but just a little bit annoying for C. And there's the SCV transfer. So yeah, C's 3rd just getting up a few seconds behind Cal's. That is absolutely fine. And the thing is though, he's on 6 factories against something like only 4 or 5 gateways. But Cal does have the arbiters. Whoa, what is up with these random flashes? Is like some serious subliminal messaging going on? Am I getting like programmed to, I don't know. I don't even know what like OGN would try and brainwash me to do. Probably some devious plan. Anyways, so it looks like we have like a random DT drop here by Cal. This is like the 18-minute DT drop or something. I just completely made up that number, but this might actually be effective. Oh my goodness. Artosis is extremely angry right now. Oh man, he might actually snipe this army. Look at this! He just picks up every time there's a comsat. He just randomly sniping turrets and stuff. Cal with a very interesting harassment here. And it seems to be quite effective. He hasn't lost a single DT so far, I think. But some Vultures are now going down to his own 3rd base. He really wants to get... No, is he going after the armory or the siege tank? Oh, he does get 1 siege tank, but I think he lost 2... I know he lost at least 1 of those DTs, and the other one might have been picked up. I'm not really sure. Meanwhile, that's a lot of Vultures doing some damage here. I mean, even though Dragoons are pretty good against Vultures, when there's that many, it's a little bit tricky, especially if they start laying mines among the Dragoons. And looks like they also having the high ground advantage. Okay, looks like there are still 2 DTs remaining. The shuttle is almost dead, and oh... Wait, okay, looks like only 1 of those guys hit. But the 2 DTs now going to start attacking in the 3rd base here. Is he going to save them both? He does still save both DTs, so Cal being extremely annoying with this harassment. And he's now taking the top right main as his 4th base as well. A couple of Vultures going to see it, but the Nexus is almost finished, actually. If that probe can actually make... Oh my god, the probe! The probe murders a Vulture! Hello. Look at that hero probe with 1 kill. That probe, man. That is a seriously manly probe right there. I was like, oh, 2 Vultures? Okay, they're going to easily snipe the probe. But no, that probe showed that Vulture what's up. So it looks like we do have some Dragoons clearing these vultures in the middle of the map. And gonna go defend these probes as they transfer to the top right base. There are some vultures there though. I think C can get a couple of kills. No, there's more Dragoons at the top. So it's gonna be 4 base to 3 pretty shortly here, which is still fairly even. That's just how TVP works. Usually Protoss tries to be 1 base ahead at this point. But C looks like he does have his vessels on the way. He's getting EMP, and he does have his 2 armories. He did save that other armory. That's quite important, actually. Might just be going for the big 2-1 push here. Turtling all 3 bases, waiting for +2 attack, +2 armor, and then going for a huge, like, 170-ish supply push. Which would be pretty good. I mean, this seems like a nice map for pushing with all these ridges in the middle. It's pretty nice for leapfrogging your tanks and whatnot. A little bit harder to flank in the middle since there's that like little ring thing in the middle that makes it not so open. But oh, it looks like some vultures are gonna snipe some probes here. Oh man, they're actually gonna kill a lot of these probes, or at least they would if they attacked. Those vultures did not do anything for a while there, and it looks like we're gonna have a recall in the main. Recall low. And there we go, the recall gets in. Where is C's army? C's got to pull his units back. It looks like, wait, what are they targeting? It looks like they're actually targeting the command center. He needs to start repairing the command center. C needs to repair the command center. He's going to start repairing the command center. It looks like his units are back. He needs to scan once again. The command center is getting repaired. Is it going to be enough? I think it's going to be enough. And actually, this recall not doing that much damage. Meanwhile, C going for a counterattack with these 4 vultures at the top right. They're going to sneak around the cannons and just chill behind the mineral line and deny mining there for a while. So, Jaehoon, I mean, he killed a few units, some SCVs. I don't really know if that was worth it, though. He lost a lot of Dragoons there in that recall. And supply-wise, I mean, it's still a supply lead for Cal, 133 to 115. But, man, that was... targeting the CC, that was an interesting decision. I actually thought he might like target the starport and science facility, but well, looks like that arbiter is gonna get taken down now. And there's the science facility gonna get lifted. Oh no, he might save it. Ooh, barely saves the arbiter, and by that I mean not. Looks like the science facility gonna go out and do some spotting. Anyway, it looks like 8, 9, 10, 11-ish gateways. Plus the Stargate there now for Cal, and he's starting to build a bunch of gateways at the top right as well, as he should. But C, is he ready to push out? Not quite yet. He doesn't have 2-1 just yet, and he's only at 130 supply. I do think he needs to wait a little bit longer. Just building a lot of anti-recall defense. Look at that. A ton of turrets, a ton of spider mines being placed. I think Cal should be aware of this, though. I don't think he'll try and recall into that position. Wow, look at all those turrets. So, I mean, this is interesting. I mean, you'd think that Cal would not recall there, but he might try something like recall the 3rd, maybe? Like, I don't know how many turrets and mines are at the 3rd base. Or he might even, like, sneak around and recall, or, like, sneak around the north side and try and just run right into the factories and recall there, because the spider mines aren't actually covering the factories. Not really sure. Maybe some vultures running out, going to try and do some more harassment. Cal, meanwhile, is actually taking the 12 o'clock base rather than the top right natural, taking a bit of a hidden expo there, but the vultures are going right over. I don't know how C saw that. Did he, like, comsat it or something? That's very interesting that he just immediately ran the vultures over there. Anyways, it's like some Dragoons clearing up some spider mines. I think the Nexus will have to be cancelled. I mean, otherwise the vultures are probably just going to kill it. And it looks like Cal is... starting to get some High Templars, probably going to load those up into a shuttle. And no, it looks like the Vulture's going to attack a pylon for no good reason. What is up with C's Vultures and just attacking pylons? Oh man, he might actually just let the Nexus go up. I think he could have forced a cancel if he just right-clicked the Nexus, but it looks like 2-1 is actually finished. C now at about 150 supply is going to move out. It looks like he's unsieging all his tanks, And I think he does want to go before the 12 o'clock gets up and running. It looks like Cal is also taking the top right natural as well, getting a little bit greedy on those expansions. But he is at 182 supply, has a nice 30 supply lead over C. He does have his Arbiters out. It might come down to a crucial EMP here. C really needs to get the EMP off. His tanks are quite clumped, and it looks like one EMP does hit the Arbiter. The second Arbiter, though, has not been hit yet. He needs the EMP. The other Arbiter, look at that. One stasis in the middle could get like 6 tanks or something, maybe even 8 tanks. He's got to be so careful, but this is not a good engagement angle for Cal either. He's not able to get a flank. He'll just be running headlong into the Terran army, which is basically suicidal if you're Protoss. Looks like the other vessel is out. It's looking for an Arbiter. And oh, looks like he does get the other Arbiter. Stasis did not go off. Cal did not get his crucial Arbiter spells off there. C with some great EMPs. And it looks like he's actually thinking about taking the Center Expo. Very interesting expansion choice. And to be honest, that's actually looks kind of reasonable. I mean, he's pushing along that path anyway. That expansion will be secured in it, but it looks like Cal is just going for it. So many Zealots. There's not that many Vultures, actually. Nice storm on the clump siege tank, but oh my god, that is a ridiculous number of tanks. He needs another huge storm on that clump there. A nice storm on the clump. If he gets a second storm off, he will kill all the tanks, but no, it looks like he has run out of units. C taking the battle convincingly. The supply count's now almost dead even, 108 against 106. C with great EMPs on the Arbiters, and is now able to just roll up onto that middle ridge. If he can secure this ridge, he'll be halfway to the Protoss base, and also will be able to nicely defend that middle expo, which it looks like he is in fact taking there. Looks like he's going to clear out a couple of random Dragoons in the middle of the map. And it looks like another EMP on the Protoss army there. Command center floating out, and I don't know if the 12 o'clock looks like it's not mining, and the top right natural looks like it's barely mining. Just judging from the minimap, I'm not 100% sure. Looks like Cal reproducing a bunch of units, but the Terran force is slowly rolling in here. And look at this, just picking off some more free Dragoons. Gonna start heading over to the 3 o'clock base. There is the Team 8 coach, Coach Ju-hoon, I believe. Oh, another EMP? No, not quite. He's EMP'd that already. It would be pointless to do it again. Anyways, looks like a bunch of cannons at the top left. I don't understand what that's for. Like, Cal can't be thinking of expanding there. I wonder if that's just like to stop C from expanding there or something. Those are some pretty random cannons. That was at the top left, right? Am I not like making a mistake? Anyway, oh, looks like Cal trying to do some fancy mine bombs. Oh, doesn't quite get that mine off. A huge stasis though on the top siege tanks. Get 5 siege tanks. Is it enough? Where are all the Vultures? There's no Vultures here to support a lot of units moving up. C getting a little bit over eager with this north side push. Gonna lose a lot of units here for no good reason. Where's the rest of his army? I don't understand. C, where's the rest of your dudes? What is going on? Suddenly, Cal has a huge supply lead. 156 against... No, it looks like 125, 120-ish. Another huge stasis on the back siege tanks. C kind of falling apart here despite taking the first battle convincingly. Cal is managing to start a bit of a comeback here. Not really a comeback. He wasn't super behind or anything, but I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. C, what are you doing? Oh my god, C just does not know how to TVP or something. Oh god. What is going on here? That stasis taking everything. Defense matrix on the lead. Siege tank is going to do a nice job. It might actually splash those SCVs though, if the Zealots stay there. It looks like the Zealots are going to run away, but C's mined out now. His main is natural. He just has the 3rd base and that central expo. He needs to hold that. But Cal, yeah, look, he's got like more cannons than probes to the 12 o'clock, and oh man, a ton of gateways at the top right, kind of haphazardly placed, but it doesn't really matter. And C is actually in a pretty rough spot, which is surprising considering, you know, how that first engagement went and how, you know, how far the push got to the Protoss base. Looks like, oh, doing a nice job intercepting some probes though, that were heading over to the 12. And looks like he's going to sacrifice the Vultures to kill a few more probes. He can actually leave a couple at the top right and be out of range of those cannons. Oh, some nice mines hitting those ults. So C's not completely dead yet, but he kind of has thrown away his advantage. And more importantly, Cal is now in the position where he has like a ton of mining bases. He has a ton of gateways at 2 locations. So he's going to be able to remax so quickly and easily, and it's going to be very difficult now for C to really do too much with a push. And he's still clumping his tanks a little bit. Nice EMP on that Arbor, though. It does hit. There's another Arbor there. He needs to EMP it. He needs to EMP the second Arbiter. It's not been EMP'd. Oh, it does get the stasis off on the back 3 siege tanks. And it looks like this is not the best engagement angle, though. Oh my god, Cal's actually just running into a funnel there. This is a terrible engagement angle for Cal. Cal should not be doing this right now. Cal, even though he has the unit advantage, is taking severe casualties, but it looks like he will in fact break through. It looks like it doesn't even matter. GG from C! I cannot believe this. C is now 1-6 in Pro League, having played all Protosses. Oh god, C. What have you done? Oh, C. I mean, congrats to Cal and all, but I just feel so terrible for C. He just keeps hitting Protosses, and he just... Oh, man. Oh, this is so sad. Poor C. Just want to give him a hug. C. C. Oops. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are going into set number 3.